Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another installment of Booze Reviews. Tonight we've got something a little different. I've tried one of their brews before and I actually really enjoyed it, and it was a beautiful oatmeal stout. Tonight I've got an IPA. An IPA. I don't know, folks. I just don't know. I'm not a big fan of IPAs, but the picture on this bottle, I couldn't go wrong. So what we've got here is from Tenaya Creek Brewery. It is out of Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Monsoon India Pale Ale. And well, we've got a strong 8.5% here. Let me read what we got here. You aren't seeing things. Yes, this is a dancer from riding a white tiger through the flooded streets of Las Vegas. No, it hasn't happened yet, but it's possible. Trust us. Enjoy the monsoon while it lasts. Well, okay. And yep, it is a female riding a white tiger in a monsoon down the streets of Las Vegas. Well, I've had this in my fridge for a while, so let's crack her open and see what happens, shall we? All right. Build that. No, that didn't work. Oh. Yep, that's an IPA. Oh. It's a really hoppy IPA. You smell the hops in there. It has the smell of pretty much what you would expect from an IPA. It's got the earthy tones to it with a little, I guess almost like a hemp smell to it. Yeah, that definitely smells like a very strong IPA. Well, it's cloudy. There's a lot going on in there. So it's unfiltered. Las Vegas unfiltered beer. Oh, that's not cool, guys. It smells pretty decent. Well, folks, I'm not a fan of IPA. The bottle label got to me, so I had to try it. So cheers. Yeah, it's got a bite to it. It's definitely an IPA that isn't bad. Huh. Oh, there's a lot of sediment on the bottom of this. Oh, God. However, this is actually pretty good. It does have the bitter taste to it of an IPA. It doesn't have a lot of an alcoholic afterbite with it, so it really actually has a good consistency with it. Now, for an actual IPA, it works well. It really does. I'm quite impressed with it. It has its consistency with what you're supposed to have in an IPA. It's got a sweet taste to it in a little bit, but it has more of a bitter taste. What are the ingredients in here? Yep, this what it says on the side here is bursting with whole flower hop aroma and flavor. This ale is a perfect companion to a cool autumn day. Well, they don't know the autumn's up here, do they? Obviously not, if they're thinking that an autumn day here is nice and cool. Usually it's freaking cold. So, yep, the only thing it's got is Surgeon General warnings: do not drink alcohol while pregnant, yada yada yada. Consumption of this while driving is not a good thing. Yeah. It doesn't really have any ingredients on there. I say that the carbonation is perfect. The cloudiness kind of scares me a bit, but there is a lot of sediment in this beer. I have to say, this is actually a good beer. It's not terrific, it's good. It's between average and good. Would I buy it again? If I was an IPA fan, no, I wouldn't. It's a one-time treat, just because of the bottle itself. It's not spectacular. It's an IPA. It's okay. Would I get drunk off of it? You probably don't have a choice. An 8.5 of this size bottle, you probably could get drunk off of it. Very, very drunk. This was a $9 bottle, so up here that's pretty expensive for a beer. But overall, you know, I'd say, yeah, I wouldn't buy it again. I'd get drunk off of it, but I wouldn't buy it again. This is not quite, well, I'm not an IPA fan. It's an okay IPA. It doesn't have a real bitter taste to it like a true IPA would. So it's on the lower end of the IPAs. Sorry guys, if you like your IPAs and you like something that's got an unfiltered beer, you might like this. Me personally, it's bitter, but it's more sweet. I'm getting more of a sweet taste on the mouth now than I am bitter. And the aftertaste is leaving sort of a fruity taste, but nothing really bitter, nothing really that bites back, and nothing that really makes me go, that definitely is an IPA. The beginning part, yeah, it's an IPA. The ending part, not so much. It's a beer. It's an IP, possibly a beer. Yeah, a little disappointed. It's a halfway mark. Something to have if you really like the bottle label, just because. The drink inside, the IPA kind of loses its contrast of being a bitter beer. It's more of a sweet taste, so yeah, unfortunately, I would get drunk off of it, but I would not buy it again. That's just me, folks, so cheers. I'm going to finish this off and see what happens. Have a good night. We'll see you on the next show.
Wow!